Presented by Private Internet Access.
Hi and welcome back to Raw Satoshi. I'm Rick Falkvinge and our guest today is Aaron Koenig. You just published a new book, Cryptocoins, Investing in Digital Currency. You have this project Bitfilm. You've been in the Bitcoin sphere for quite some time. How do you view current events? We just had Bitcoin Cash. We just had a conference called Breaking Bitcoin where people went mad at all sides. China just banned Bitcoin for the 18th time. JP Morgan just said Bitcoin is horrible for the 111th time. What's happening?
Well, I mean, I see it relatively relaxed. Yeah, I don't take a stand on the scaling debate. Yeah, I'm not part of either party. Yeah, I think both sides have their points. I don't think anybody of them is a criminal or trying to cheat everybody else. I think that this whole world is much too transparent, much too critical that anybody could afford that. Yeah, I think there are points to this, like keeping the block size small somehow makes sense. Of course, it can't stay as it is. Yeah, I mean, of course, it's much too slow. And I mean, if Bitcoin really wants to compete with MasterCard and Visa, these 5 or 7, or it's just ridiculous. Yeah, when MasterCard and Visa can handle thousands of transactions per second, and we need to get there.
But you can do that in a centralized database. They don't have to compete with beating the Byzantine general problem.
That's true, but for the average consumer on the street, they don't mind. I mean, it has to be fast, it has to be cheap, and we need to get there. And that's the question is how to get there. I'm not a technical guy. I cannot judge whether segregated witness is a good solution or not. I listen to both sides. I just hope that there will be a compromise. I was quite happy about that New York agreement. I think it was good that everybody came together to find a solution. I hope they behave as grown-ups and really stick to that. And and I think the whole discussion about, I mean, there was this discussion whether there would be a hard fork or not, and whether there would be a danger for Bitcoin. And what actually happened with Bitcoin Cash, it was a benefit. Yeah, it was nice. I mean, everybody got some extra coins.
Not just that.
Without expecting it. I mean,
the value of the value of the chains combined is higher than the one chain before it.
Which actually came as a surprise to me. I was actually expecting everybody getting these new coins and then immediately selling them, and the price would crash.
I thought so. I expected that too. I didn't see it happening.
And now it's pretty stable, and it's a nice little windfall profit. And why not? Yeah. And if it happens again, okay, please. Yeah. More forks.
Yeah, not just that.
Forks, knives, spoons, everything.
A fork is competition.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're Austrian economists. We believe that competition is fundamentally good.
I'm not an economist, but
not economists.
But I like it.
We believe in the free market. Let's
absolutely,
put it that way.
Yes, absolutely.
So forks mean more competition, and competition is fundamentally good for every market.
I absolutely agree. Yeah. And of course, it creates a bit of confusion if you have to explain to normal average citizens what's the difference between Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin this, Bitcoin that, Bitcoin Classic.
Yep.
Pooh. I mean, you'd rather have good brand names. I mean, the competition is also very important that you have very clear, well-defined brands. I mean, you need a Pepsi and a Coke, and you know.
And here everybody's competing for the brand Bitcoin.
Yes.
So everybody's calling themselves Bitcoin, and then you need to ask for clarification whether it's Bitcoin Legacy or Bitcoin Cash. And then you have a number of other, like Bitcoin Classic and Bitcoin Unlimited, which are not chains, but which are clients. And Bitcoin Classic does both the Bitcoin Core and the Bitcoin Cash chain. And then you have a possible another chain split with the user-activated soft fork, or the Core chain, or the Segwit chain, or whatever it's called this Wednesday.
Maybe, I don't know. I think at the end of the day, of course, in a competition, usually, I mean, a fair competition, a good competition, the best product will win. Yeah. So I just look at it and see what will come out. I'm not necessarily the best guy to predict the future. I mean, I was definitely wrong about the development of the exchange rate and whether Bitcoin or Bitcoin Cash. Let's see. But I'm pretty relaxed about it. I don't think we have to fight about it. Yeah.
Is it a fair competition though?
Well, it's definitely it's an unfair competition of Bitcoin against the state currencies. Yeah, I mean, talking about Austrian economics, about Hayek and his denationalization of money and the competition of currencies. We are not there yet. Yeah, inside the crypto world, of course, it's kind of fair. I mean, of course, you have the network effect. Of course, the early start. I mean, of course, Bitcoin has a huge advantage compared to the other ones, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it wins. I mean, if you look at, I mean, that's what's one of the reasons why I wrote that book, to have a closer look at all the other coins. And there are some who definitely have advantages compared to Bitcoin. I mean, if you, for instance, if you look at the governance model of Dash, they don't have these discussions. Yeah, they have votings, and then everybody agrees, and they even have a budget to fund the developers, and you don't need any companies to hire the core developers. They just get paid by the blockchain. That makes sense to me. Yeah? I think it's a good model.
Okay. Does Bitcoin have any advantage except its first mover advantage?
Well, that's a huge advantage. I mean, it's by far the biggest ecosystem.
The network effect is enormous.
It's by far the biggest network, and that alone is a lot. And it's still, I mean, I like Bitcoin. Yeah, it's still, there are some problems, of course, but it's basically, in Germany call it like Kinderkrank, or like it's growth problems. Yeah, I mean, the problem that we have to scale Bitcoin, we should be happy about that. Yeah, I mean,
it's a luxury
not
problem.
Having that, it's a luxury problem. It's of course, and there are so many smart people trying to solve it. I mean, yeah, they fight about it, they argue, but at the end of the day, we're all in the same boat. Yeah, the fight is not Bitcoin versus Bitcoin Cash. The fight is real money against virtual currency.
Money.
Yeah,
real money versus fake money.
Yeah. I call it virtual currency. I mean, people always call Bitcoin the virtual currency. The euro is a virtual currency. The dollar is a virtual currency.
Yeah, that's what I call fake money, because they can print as much
trash
as they
cash. Want. Yeah, okay, exactly. So we should. We can argue. Yeah, we can discuss about the best solution, but at the end of the day, we should always keep in mind that we are one big. Well, communities are also a bit overstretched world, but we have the same interest. Yeah,
at the end of the day,
it's kill each other.
At the end of the day, it's not Bitcoin X versus Bitcoin Y. It's liberty against corruption.
Exactly. Yeah.